and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tamell Green, the Digital Midwife, and I am here today to show you how to customize your Instagram channel using Canva highlight covers. Okay, so let's get started. If you look at my screen, I'm showing you my Instagram channel. Okay, if you can see, I've already put my highlight covers here. All right, and in this video, I'm going to show you actually how to create these and how to upload them as well. All right, so first let me show you what highlights are. So let me take you to one of my daughter's channels. Okay, so this is my daughter who has a channel. She's an author, and with this channel she has highlights, but she does not have any highlight covers. Okay, and you might be saying, well, why do I want to use highlight covers? Well, you can use highlight covers for a couple of things, right? You can use highlight covers to show your events, your awards, features, all those kind of things. But what you want to do is use that space to highlight what it is you want to highlight about your business. Okay, and it's up to you. There's no set standard or whatever, but the more creative you are, the better, right? So this is a channel without covers. It has the highlights, but there's no cover to each one. All right, this is my other daughter's channel who has a vegan lip gloss line, and she decided to use her logo as her cover. All right, simple, right? She didn't have to create anything, just upload her logo there. And this is my channel. I'm using icons as my cover. All right, and this was something I hadn't done for a long time because honestly, it was just one of those tedious tasks that hadn't been done. And so, of course, in doing these 30 days of Canva, I wanted to show you how to use Canva in many ways and in your everyday uses in your business. And as an entrepreneur, I want to show you ways in which of how it will help you to save time. And you may be saying, well, how can this help me save time? Well, for instance, if someone is on your Instagram, the more information you can give them up front, the easier it is for them to figure out if they want to work with you or if they want to follow you or any of those things, right? So you just make it easy for your target audience to consume your information and figure out how they want to, if they want to, and how they want to work with you. So with that knowledge in my mind, I set out to decide, well, what covers would I make, right? So I decided to make a Meet Tamell, Work With Me, YouTube, Facebook group, family life, and behind the scenes. Okay, and of course, can they be changed later? Yeah, of course, right? So two things I'm going to do in this video. I'll be showing you how to create a highlight cover in Canva. All right, that's the first thing. And the second thing, I'm going to show you how to actually upload those highlight covers. Okay, all right. Okay, so now we're all in Canva, and what I'm going to do is, of course, you can use the Instagram story, but because we're creating highlight covers, we want to use the highlight cover. All right, and if you can't find, if it's not right here, which if you've never used it, it's probably going to take you a while to find it. You can also just click here and search for Instagram highlight cover, and go right here to it. Okay, I'm going to click on that. Okay, so once you choose the Instagram story highlight cover, it actually gives you icon templates. Okay, so those small ones that I showed you here, of course I added my own individual ones in there, but you can also utilize their templates. Okay, so I'm just going to use this one. This would be a cool one for the beauty industry, right? So before you get started, you definitely need to decide which headings you're going to do, because that's going to allow you to choose your icons, right? So once you decide how many you need, just go ahead and customize it like you would anything else you do in Canva. I'm just using my brain kit. Okay, and so you would do this however many times you need to do it. So let me just take you to the ones that I created for myself. Okay, and all I did was do it this way. And so one of the tips I learned in doing this is that you probably want to add wording here so that when people actually click on the icons or the headings, the highlight covers rather, they'll actually see what this set of videos they're getting ready to see or pictures they're getting ready to see, what it's about. All right, so let me just give you an example. So if I click on that, meeting to mail. So now anything that comes behind that, they'll know this is meeting to mail, right? And then when they click on that one, all the things that come behind there work with me. Because sometimes, just say if they don't read this, and you see how it work with, and it doesn't show me, or maybe some of you may have longer titles. So just putting the wording there helps for people to know exactly what's coming up. All right, when they're watching in your stories and stuff like that. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is actually go into. Let me go back to my design. All right, so these are all the ones I created for myself, and so I've already downloaded these, and so now I'm going to go to my cell phone to show you how to upload these. Okay, all right. Okay, so now we're inside of my cell phone, and I've already downloaded all of those Canva highlight covers I created just now, and I downloaded them and then I put them onto my cell phone. All right, so a couple things here. So now I'm going to show you how to transfer those nice cover photos that you created in Canva into your to your cell phone and onto your Instagram highlight reel. Okay, so as you notice, as I stated before, this is all the way from scratch. There's nothing there. Now I'm going to show you a couple different ways of how to edit a highlight once you create one. But now for today's purpose, I have to actually add these to my story and then add them as a highlight. All right. Now, one good thing about it is once they've been added to your story, you don't have to keep you don't have to you can edit it and not have to add it to your story later. So for today though, we're going to actually add it to our story. So I'm going to go here to my story, add them one by one, click on my story. Now let's go back. So now that it's in my story, I'm going to go to it and you see those the three dots and it says highlight. I'm going to click on the word highlight and it asks for a new highlight, and I'm going to add what this one is for, behind the scenes. It's added. And I'm going to view it in my profile, and now it's there. So now I've added the first highlight, right? So now in order for me to add another highlight and to add to my story, I have to go to the home screen and then click the camera button up at the top left hand corner. And now it allows me to add to my screen. I'm going to click on the images. So anything I've downloaded in the last 24 hours, of course, gets to go up here into my stories. So the next one that I need to add is my family life one. Okay, click to my story. And now I can highlight that. And I'm going to do this for each one of them. All right, view on profile. All right, you see that? So now I'm going to go and add all of them in, and then I'll be right back. So now you see I have added all of my highlight covers. Everything is here. Okay. So now that I've added my covers, I want to add things behind those covers, right? So I don't have to go and add a whole bunch of stuff to my stories in order for me to add all this stuff, right? So I'm going to go here to my family life one, right? And click here. And I'm going to click on the three dots down there. And I'm going to click on edit highlight. And if you see it says selected, and right beside that it says archive. So now I can look at any of the things that have been archived this last year, and I can click on them if it deals with my family life, right? If it deals with family life. Okay. So now if I go to family life, those are behind family life. And that's pretty much how you do that. All right. So if you want to add to those without having to add to the story, you just go go back to your archives and you can add them in. So let's go to maybe work with me, right? And I want to add some to that highlight. If I go here, it goes first to select it. I'm going to click on archive, and I'm going to look at some of the highlights when I was actually working, okay? To show people how they can work with me, okay? This is me working behind the scenes. So I've showed you how to add to your highlight from an archive photo that you don't have to add to your story, but maybe you need to add some things to your story in order to actually highlight it, right? So now what you're going to do is, say for instance, you have a story that's already active. You need to add it to your story. So I just took a picture and I'm going to share it to my story. So now that's a current photo. Now, I haven't done anything but add it to my story. So if I want to add it to a highlight, I'm going to click on the word highlight, and then it brings up all my highlights that I have. And whichever one I would like to add to, then I just put it there. I put it, add it to Meet Tamell. All right. And so now it's there. So if I go back there and I click on Meet Tamell, the next one will be that. Okay. You see that? And that's pretty much how you do it. So now, if you look at my screen, now you see the after. Okay, so now I have customized my Instagram to have the things I would like to highlight, right? Meet to mail, work with me, family life, YouTube, Facebook group, and behind the scenes. So all the stories that I add to these highlights should reflect these topics that I'm putting up here. Okay? And it's pretty simple. That's all there is to it. And that's how you customize your channel using Canva to create your highlight covers. Okay? All right. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions, please comment below. I would love to know if you already use your IG stories for highlights and how you do that, right? What are some tips you could give to me if you're already doing that? I also want to make sure that you subscribe to my channel and don't forget to turn on your notifications as well. Okay? All right. Until next time, have a good day.